Good evening, gentlemen, lady. My name is Ng. I'm in the aerospace sector. I'm still gainfully employed, and we'll continue to be gainfully employed for the next 3 years. And beyond that, I'm very afraid at the alarming rate of the growth of artificial intelligence. I believe in 5 years' time, it will wipe out some 100,000 jobs. So my first question is, which sector will be the first casualty? And assuming when that day comes, if we were to repackage ourselves, we are not from this industry and we want to repackage ourselves into IT. And we go for courses, we upgrade, we upskill, and we go for these interim measures, we get internships, but we are competing against young kids graduating from ITE, Polytechnic, and even from universities. How do we stand?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, is that what do you value yourself in this industry right now? I mean, you have been there for probably 10 years, 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah, so you have experience, and that's what the ITE don't have. And you have skill, which those ITE currently just start learning. Okay, so your expertise is your knowledge and your skill. So while they're catching up to you, yes, they probably start learning AIs. You can catch up with them on the AI part, but by the time they mature into your skill set, you are already way before them. So that's where you have to check yourself. What's your worth right now, comparing to all the ITEs?
I'll give you a perspective, right? First question on AI. I think maybe you should look up this guy called Gerd Leonhard, G-R-D-L-E-O-N-H-A-R-D, Gerd Leonhard. He's a futurist. He talks a lot about AI and the advent of AI coming and the impact to society and the ethics of AI and so on, right? But he says something like this. He says, look, whatever that can be automated will be automated. It's a guarantee. You don't even have to think about it. Drivers, that'll be automated, right? Radiologist that's looking at X-ray machine, X-ray scan, that'll be automated. But whatever that cannot be automated will become valuable. Creativity, ethics, compliance, networking, relationship. There's a whole host of things there. Actually, he talks a lot about this, right? What he's alluding to is that there is a shift. There's a shift in the disruption from the type of work to a type of work that is never existed before. Uber drivers, now Grab, didn't exist before. It existed because of technology. And so there will be new type of jobs that will come online because of AI, right? And it has to do with a series of things that we need to watch out for that because we need to be ready for it. So that's the first part to the question. Some jobs disappear, some jobs will be created. So you gotta find those jobs that will be created basically, right? Even in medicine, like I said, radiologists will disappear, but there will be more empathy relating type roles, and if you are relating, that's something that is very hard to AI way, so to speak, right? Physiotherapy, bone, someone has to crack a bone and talk to you and relate. Chiropractor. So anyway, that's on AI, right? So don't be too negative about it. I think it will create a whole host of jobs as well. Second is on age. What you have is one, technical skill, second, soft skill, third is industry knowledge skills. What the IT kids that comes out that doesn't have, they may have the technical skills because they were trained to program better than you could ever do in your life, let's say, but they certainly don't have the soft skills that you have in 20 years. And they don't really know how to scale in a way, deal with skills that you could because of your experience.
One of the key difference will be the domain knowledge in that particular industry.
Correct. And the domain industry, there's no way, even though they are a super programmer, they don't really know how to program, let's say, in the aerospace industry, right? At least not without the experience. Or even if someone writes the specs and give it to them, they may have to interpret with their limited knowledge what that is, right? So you may not code as well, but you certainly can code more effectively. Not efficiently, but more effectively, right? So there are a lot of advantages, so don't give up on the fact that you're competing just on a technical front. Because at technical front, there's soft skills and there's industry depth. These two legs, they don't have it. So understand your value to whatever you're bringing. Anyway, that's sort of short answers to
And one more thing, practical example. A friend of mine works in the retail industry, so he's worked for companies like J. Crew and Gap and so on and so forth. And for them, he used to do old school merchandising, allocating to stores, etc. He realized all of that is getting automated. And one of the things that he did was, he plotted ahead, just like you're thinking about it right now, and he jumped on to 2 or 3 or 4 different transformation projects. Because an industry cannot just transform overnight. The good part is it transforms over many moons, right? Could be 1 year, could be 10 years. But if you're ahead of it and if you're watching that change happening, it's best to start aligning yourself to that change. You wouldn't want to wait for 2 or 3 years and come to that and say, okay, now I'm flat out of a job. It's more like it is changing, which means you can take steps with it. Because no one, it's a myth that AI can change stuff overnight. It just cannot. It cannot, right? It's by largely unproven entity across the globe. In fact, there are a lot of people shooting down the fact that I used AI, did not work as I wanted. Obviously, there are trials and errors going on right now. But point is, if you can jump onto transformation type projects with your company in the industry, use your domain knowledge, then you've sort of taken that opportunity to take step by step as the industry is changing. You don't have to wait for it to change and then figure out what should I do next.